you're FBI? Investigating all these strange deaths, huh?
Resident Evil Requiem is not only bringing horror home, it's bringing it to play on the go too. Requiem drops players 30 years after Raccoon City's fallout, with Grace Ashcroft, daughter of Outbreak's Alyssa, navigating a virus-scarred city and her own dark past. Capcom promises first- and third-person perspectives, claustrophobic chases, grotesque monsters, and classic puzzles. It's tension meets dread, all in the remake's engine with ray tracing to make your blood run cold. No multiplayer, no loot boxes, just survival horror done right. Pre-orders aren't live yet, but mark February 27, 2026, as the day nightmares return.
I've been watching you. You're not like other people, you know. You're quite unique.
Tell me what's going on.
Something important.
Mom, I'm scared.
Grace. They're coming.
Red Dead Redemption is officially riding onto the Switch 2 on December 2nd, 2025, including the Undead Nightmare DLC. Rockstar has confirmed full support for DLSS, HDR, mouse controls, and 60 FPS, marking a sizable upgrade over the original Switch version. Even better, existing Switch owners get a free upgrade and can bring their save data forward without hassle. The announcement follows an ESRB listing hinting at the new point, which joins the PS5 and Xbox Series versions. While Rockstar hasn't detailed every enhancement, the improved performance and resolution alone make this the strongest Nintendo release of the game yet.
Yep.
No!
But you're so pretty.
Today's right to be is...
Today's?
Pathetic.
Huh? Which one of you said that?
Final Fantasy VII Remake is coming to Nintendo Switch 2 on January 22nd, 2026, and it's already turning heads. The game is priced at $40, which is almost a steal for Switch 2 port, and it's packed with goodies. Alongside the intermission DLC featuring Yuffie, you get exclusive weapons, armor, accessories, and summoning materia like Carbuncle and Cactuar. Physical editions go even further, including a Magic the Gathering Final Fantasy Play Booster pack with 14 crossover cards, plus reversible cover art showing Cloud either facing off with Sephiroth or gazing at the Shinra building. At 87.9 gigabytes, it's the biggest Switch 2 game yet, download required from the Game Key card.
I can only hope you will continue not to disappoint.
Just getting tired of playing tag anyway.
Come on!
Avalanche ain't Buta or anybody, fucker.
We're here to rescue Aerith, remember? We don't need more attention than what we're gonna get.
Yeah, I hear you.
I know these people, and I know they're never gonna let Aerith go. She's the last living ancient on the planet. Think about what that means to Shinra's scientists.
This is...
The source of everything. Genova.
Suck on this!
Finds a verdant jungle with a colossal tree at its center. In order to survive and escape this planet that she was unexpectedly transported to, Samus must scan stone figures and other relics to carve a path forward.
Believe it or not, after 8 long years and enough development drama to fill a space opera, Metroid Prime 4 Beyond is finally landing. Samus is back, sleeker, meaner, and thankfully no longer attached to that cursed motorbike trailer. The new footage shows everything fans have been begging for. Tight exploration, atmospheric scanning, and that signature feeling of being lost somewhere, both alien and familiar. It looks like the real Metroid is finally back. Not a spin-off, not a teaser, not a fever dream, just pure first-person sci-fi perfection. Let's hope it delivers. Anyway, here's a new trailer.
Samus is granted mysterious and ancient powers. Psychic abilities. These powers allow Samus to operate mechanisms and to open doors. They also allow her to control the trajectory of her beams with the power of her mind. But why were these powers bestowed upon Samus? And what will be her fate after being summoned to Vuros? The threads intertwining beyond space and time are beginning to weave a new tale.
New ships, but they all come from the same river. Greed.
Assassin's Creed Shadows might be making its way to the Nintendo Switch 2. It's listed alongside PS5, Xbox Series, PC, and Switch 2, which screams that Switch 2 can handle some serious firepower. Ubisoft's clearly not messing around, pushing big AAA hits like Star Wars Outlaws, and now possibly AC Shadows on Switch 2. If this drops, expect that smooth parkour stealth gameplay on a handheld that's supposedly packing next-gen vibes. It's like getting the best of both worlds. Big open-world Assassin's Creed action wherever you want, no sweat. Honestly, this could flip the Switch 2's rep from just cute portable to a legit powerhouse.
I said, who do you serve? You may have had free will out there in the myriad galaxies. But here, on Kairos, you serve the use I have for you.
Borderlands 4 will now hit all the consoles, including Switch 2, and it's going to be much louder, better, bigger, and of course, more complex. You get the same looter-shooter action with a brand new planet, new vault hunters, and a fresh set of guns. Millions of them, of course. There will be the same co-op mayhem, off-the-wall humor, and a storyline that leans much harder into bizarre. Won't matter if you're diving in solo or teaming up with friends. This will be one of the greatest that's ever hit the gaming scene this year. Developers just released a new trailers for it too.
Vault hunters, this will hurt!
A toast to our hero.
Why should you get to be free? All you do is destroy. We lead a strike team to the fortress, and then we make him pay.
Diablo IV on Nintendo Switch 2 isn't confirmed yet, but Blizzard's Rod Ferguson definitely didn't shut the door. In fact, he said the Switch 2 absolutely has the performance to run Diablo IV. The real issue isn't power, but live service support. Blizzard's had trouble with that on Nintendo platforms before, so they're waiting to see how the Switch 2's new online system performs after launch. If Nintendo's upgraded online holds up, Diablo IV feels like a perfect fit for the console. It's not happening yet, but the possibility is very real.
May we fight true in His holy name.
Years ago.
The Elder Scrolls IV, Oblivion Remastered has finally been revealed and launched on several platforms. According to reliable insiders, Bethesda is already developing a Switch 2 version behind the scenes. No details, timelines, or tech specifics have surfaced yet, but the claim lines up with the studio's interest in supporting next-gen portable hardware. Oblivion Remastered updates the 2006 classic with modern visuals, enhanced gameplay, and richly rebuilt landscapes across Cyrodiil and the Plains of Oblivion. If the rumor holds true, Switch 2 owners may eventually get one of Bethesda's most iconic RPGs in fully refreshed form. Sega's back and it's dusting off another classic, but this time it's actually worth it. Virtua Fighter 5 R.E.V.O. hits the Switch, 2 looking sharper than a Tekken jab and twice as technical. Rollback netcode, crossplay, 4K visuals, yeah, they're finally treating it like the legend it always was. You get your full arcade, ranked versus, and even a world stage mode that lets you fight your way across the globe like you're auditioning for a martial arts documentary. 19 fighters, endless pain, and no mercy. Basically, it's Virtua Fighter for people who still remember when timing meant everything, not just button mashing and RNG. Monster Hunter Stories 3: Twisted Reflection is coming March 13th on Switch 2. The story focuses on the birth of twin Rathalos, believed extinct, whose arrival could decide the fate of the world, set 2 centuries after a major conflict between neighboring kingdoms. You play as a rider, teaming up with Mounties, your monster companions, in turn-based combat using a rock-paper-scissors system of moves, elemental strengths, and unique abilities. Weapons and armor crafted from slain monsters add a classic Monster Hunter layer, while the vibrant art style and more mature characters promise a fresh yet familiar take for longtime fans.
My people have been driven into a corner, and the point of no return is looming before us.
Can't afford not to go.
cross the meridian, keep going. But it won't be for long.
What was that?
Yakuza Kiwami 3 returns with a complete overhaul, sharper visuals, remastered cutscenes, and a smoother combat system that still packs that over-the-top charm the series is known for. The story dives back into honor, loyalty, and street fights that somehow feel personal and ridiculous at the same time. The real surprise is Dark Ties, an expansion that builds new storylines and deeper character arcs, tying past events together in classic Yakuza style. Expect karaoke, chaos, and a ton of heart. It's the perfect blend of serious storytelling and absurd humor, rebuilt from the ground up for a new generation of players.
A slippery bastard! What the hell is wrong with you? Dodging every fucking thing all the fucking time!
As I said before, I'm not here to fight you. I'll cut to the chase. Konda-san, would you like to be my business partner? The truth is, I'm simply looking to make a name for myself in the underworld.
Listen good, Mine. When you exchange cups with your patriarch, you form this bond. One you'd be willing to lay down your own life for, all for your boss. That's how we Yakuza roll. It's what he gets for biting the hand that feeds, though. Anyone ever told you you're one sly fox, Mine? If shit hits the fan, and I'm in a real bad spot, you stick your neck out for me.
This world is a nest of vipers. The moment you drop your guard...
We made a promise to solve the world's mysteries, didn't we?
Dragon Quest VII, reimagined, might look like a comfy nostalgia trip, but it's secretly one of the darkest stories in the whole series. Square Enix is rebuilding it from scratch, with this diorama-style look that's honestly gorgeous. The devs say players today are more ready for the heavy stuff, and yeah, they're right. The original's themes of loss and hope hit even harder now. It's keeping the same story but cutting the bloat, streamlining the pacing, and tightening gameplay. Out February 5th, 2026, it's shaping up to be both a visual treat and an emotional gut punch.
This is the stuff! You and me battling side by side again.
Flame Splitter!
Dynasty Warriors Origins is finally marching onto Switch 2 this January, and it's bringing some serious chaos with it. This isn't just another retelling of the Three Kingdoms saga. It's a grittier take that puts you in the boots of a nameless warrior carving their path through history. Battles span from the Yellow Turban Rebellion to the massive clash at Chibi, with thousands of soldiers fighting at once, the largest the series has ever pulled off. Enemies actually cooperate now, making fights feel tougher and more dynamic, while allies can rally alongside you to push the front line. Plus, major DLC drops the same day, packing even more action.
In time, they are certain to clash with one another. When that happens, with whom will you side? Your decision will set the course of our future.
Cut their own rope to save him. He watched them fall, then found his way off that mountain. He was 11 years old.
He then
Started a grand tour of every major boarding school in Britain.
Always at the top of his class.
In case you haven't seen the trailer yet, 007 First Light is locked in, and it's shaping up to be wild. IO Interactive just rolled out a huge gameplay portion and a release date of March 27 for 2026. It's also coming to Switch too. It's an origin story. You play 26-year-old Bond recruited into MI6 after a heroic act, mentored by Lenny James's Greenway. Facing rogue agents, pre-orders are live with deluxe, specialist, and legacy editions offering more gadgets. The creators of the successful Hitman series are bringing the legendary secret agent to your screens in a brand new adventure.
The name's Bond.
James Bond. He's with me.
And you are? Don't think we've had the pleasure.
Now let's not get ahead of ourselves, James.
So you shouldn't have.
We're facing a situation of the utmost delicacy. I need all my pieces on the board.
009 is a master manipulator. Whatever the endgame is, we won't see it coming.
Jet lag gets me every time.
She's not your friend, Bond. She's an asset.
With respect, Mom. To hell with that.
Tell me, what do you do, James?
Lately, headhunting.
One day, on the island where Yoshi and his friends live, a talking book named Mr. E suddenly falls from the sky.
We'd like to mention that Yoshi is back, and he's flipping the pages. Literally. Yoshi and the Mysterious Book is a brand new standalone adventure coming exclusively to Nintendo Switch 2 in spring 2026. The game starts off looking like traditional 3D, but once Yoshi dives into Mr. E's magical pages, the world transforms into a stunning stop-motion colored pencil aesthetic that brings every sketch to life. While gameplay details remain under wraps, the art direction alone makes this a must-see, family-friendly adventure that promises a fresh, enchanting twist on the classic Yoshi formula. Check it out!
Touch flower buds with it, and they'll bloom. As you wander through the book, you'll make all sorts of discoveries about the creatures you find. And those discoveries will be written down. Hey, we found some dandelions. Touch them, and they'll scatter in the air. Oh no, that creature is stuck. It seems like the dandelions can absorb nutrients. Oh, they can even cause rocks to crack. Thanks to them, we were able to break the rock. It looks like there are still lots of unusual creatures residing within the book. A page-turning adventure awaits.
From Software has another big game in the making called Duskbloods, an online PvPvF, where 8 players fight each other while the map's NPC horrors chew through everyone else. Gothic Victorian cityscapes, Bloodborne vibes, steampunk jetpacks, and vampires raining from the sky. Miyazaki clearly wants your Switch 2 to sweat. You'll bite, claw, and maybe stab your way to first blood, while trying not to die to another player or a massive axe-swinging monster. No single player here, just 8 strangers and an unforgiving world. It's bold, weird, and somehow feels like a fresh, multiplayer take that nobody expected.
Close your eyes and contemplate now the moon, as befits the soon-to-depart.
I pray that you are able, carrier of blood.
Tears will flow for one, and one alone.
This language, parts of it look like cuneiform. We have to find this treasury, Gina. Maybe there's some clues in here.
Indiana Jones and the Great Circle is coming out to Switch 2 next year, and it's going to be a solid ride. The game's set to offer a mix of exploration, puzzle solving, and classic indie combat, whip in hand, of course. You'll be traveling across different parts of the world, chasing after an ancient artifact, all while avoiding deadly traps and outsmarting enemies. It's a deep dive into Indy's world with a fresh mystery and plenty of action-packed moments. Definitely one to watch for fans of the franchise and adventure games alike.
I am the one unlocking its tooth. Indiana Jones. I have missed our conversations.
That makes one of us. Where's my hat?
He's here.
Hello, little darling.
Take cover!
Here we go.
What are you doing, Joe? Are you crazy?
I don't suppose you know how to fly this thing, do you?
Excuse me?
Guided by grace, once lost. The Golden Order is broken to its core.
Elden Ring Tarnished Edition may be arriving on Switch 2 earlier than anticipated. Recently rated by the ESRB for Nintendo's next-gen console, the rating suggests a potential release window between August and December 2025. Originally announced at the April Switch 2 Direct, the port lacked a launch date until now. While ESRB ratings don't guarantee timing, they often indicate it release is imminent within 4-6 months. If From Software's open-world RPG's performance on Switch 2 holds up, this could be the definitive portable version of the acclaimed title, just in time to hype up 2026's The Duskbloods.
Extinguish thy flame.
They will fight, and they will die. In an unending curse. For how else is a champion or a lord to be born?
An autocratic AI controlling our city. It took over the government and let the gangs tear the place apart.
We've had Spine on our list for quite a while, and if you missed it, it's the kind of game that grabs you right from the start. Like, it feels ripped straight out of a John Wick fever dream. You play as a street artist carving through a cyberpunk city with pistols, shotguns, and kung fu. In motion, it's pure chaos. The devs clearly studied every action movie under the Raid, Equilibrium, even Bullet Train, and it shows in the choreography. It's stylish, aggressive, and makes you feel like the most dangerous person in the room. Circuit, the game's set for 2026, looking like a future cult classic in the making.
I never asked for this.
Silent Hill 2 Remake finally breaking its PlayStation exclusivity has sparked a lot of hope, but when it comes to a Nintendo Switch 2 port, things are looking quiet, maybe a little too quiet. The new SRB leak only listed the Xbox Series X version, and usually, if multiple platforms are launching, those ratings show up together. What makes it worse is that none of the earlier leaks ever mentioned a Switch 2 edition in the first place. It doesn't mean it'll never happen, but for now, all signs point to Konami not actively working on it. Still, with Switch 2's power and Bloober's strong ports, hope isn't completely dead.
We're all the same.
I'm not like you.
Are you afraid?